Block TV, connecting the world.
Act like you forgot. Don't act like you forgot. Like you should.
I'm called Anomot Emmanuel, Euriatlo Soroti, Teso. But my musical name is BLINGZO LOEGENARA. In fact, I started by BLINGZO, then I added LOEGENARA because I got to know now I'm famous in Teso, generating to Alipu. So I just added that LOEGENARA. So I now call myself BLINGZO LOEGENARA. The name BLINGZO, I derived it from Janjo Aminanga Napti BLINGZA can. Any little man is saving I would go and buy a chain. I would buy rings. There's even a time I had grills on my teeth. So I'm going to up I wrote bling 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 bling. That was before I started singing. So when the name kept going on bling or bling or bling, then I was like, let me add the Z on it, Z-O. So it became BLINGZO. So again, BLINGZO. By the time I get to music, the name BLINGZO was from school. So when I started music, joining a kiro le music, BLINGZO, up to now. On the camera side of the production, a studio bugolo bile baka B&G. B&G stands for BLINGZO. Then G stands for Gabriel. In fact, Gabriel is my other brother, Lereka manager. He manages me in a small scale. When I have a few things in music running here and there, he helps me. So the studio is there in Bugolobi. We shoot videos and I'm getting a Aramakro Teso here and I've shot them videos. So if you want to get to my studio, you can just give me a call and you get to my studio in Bugolobi. I'm from the families of the famous people in Teso, Epolone Kochu, the Mukulas, the Adiamos. So that is our family. Just in Inachan, but I'm the firstborn. I have a sister and a brother. They're all in Kampala right now, but we are all doing well. About school, I started in Soroti, the famous school called Pioneer. In fact, if you have not studied in Pioneer and you grew up in Teso, then you didn't study in the best schools in Teso. There was Pioneer, there was Swairia, there was Hildas. Yes, and then there was Madera boys and Madera girls, but the school in town are Pioneer. I'm just from Pioneer. You didn't go to the best schools in Soroti, so I started in Pioneer where our headmaster was called, which we passed on, was the best headmaster by then. So Pioneer was my primary school. I grew up in Soroti. After Pioneer, I finished. In fact, I started in Pioneer from P1 up to P7. That's where I finished my primary. After Pioneer, I went to secondary. I joined the school in Mbale, Progressive. I started in Progressive for my senior 1, senior 2. But as this stubborn, naughty guy, most schools I didn't like finish. Senior 1, senior 2, they chased me. I went to Nabmali, they chased me. Then I sat in Masaba, my senior 4. After my senior 4, I came to Kampala. I studied in Greenville, a school in Mukono, for my senior 4, 5 and 6. So at Daongo senior 5 and 6, I did a course. That is, I did the course and it was like for 3 years. At Daongo, then I started like doing my other things. But in the course of my secondary is when I started feeling I should start music. I was inspired mainly by Tanzanians, not any Ugandan though. Who came out as a musician. So I started doing rap in Kiswahili. Then from Kiswahili I changed to Teso English because most times when I would even have my shows in Soroti, people would say, mamwonere Teso, terengone chetungane ya utosesa iwone, mamwonere Teso. Because kako sosine kirara in Kiswahili, then mixed with that Teso idisco. So that's my background. I started music way back in 2002. Yeah, 2002. My first single was called Soroti Town. From where I grew up from, so I was praising the town. That was my first single. It was called Soroti Town. It did well, but not very well because by then radios were few. But according to me, it was somewhere there. But it really opened for me the way. That's how people started a genuine BLINGZO le rara man. Yeah. So I was a reserved guy. People would have shows in town, karaoke, but I would not do them. I knew my time would come after senior 6. You know, sometimes you go around those classes, senior 2, senior 3, parents will take you for someone who is getting spoiled, you're taking the wrong route. So I was like, let me first finish senior 6. At least there and I have my own decision. I can make my own decision and no one will say, Ronone. At senior 6, at least, this is a mature guy now. He can do what he wants. He sees what the future is for him. So I read music in my senior 6 VAC. I had a few friends who would, I see I was taking and would try to do music, but it was a side thing like, mama kutitunga jenun. Itejo, mama kutitunga jenun. Nara ijeni jo ipoloke wanyu njobi geoja akirono aiwe music. Ebaka ageko aniko koka munar, mambo jipera isom. They would sit tungali somete music like failures in life, you get it? So I was trying to avoiding that kind of picture coming back to me. So and so I had to first finish. It was just small savings from pocket money that I managed me to go to a studio Losorita Icon Ekosho. And the first studio Bunga Lote recording Ekosho was King Featherman in Kumi. And that was the only studio para shanguna jazz. Yamamewu balwana manipera in adoka a taxi aloseto numbale arai Kumi ne peneni nangiso. Yeah. Like any other person normally, when you go to preach, I long I swag kela. Then I do a little bit of exercise. I do like 150 sit-ups in Guinea Duch when I wake up in the morning. Then of course I take tea and you know swam. I do Afro dancehall, then a little bit of R&B in Kiswahili and English. Yeah. Kwenye janjo a music like R&B no Uganda, it doesn't sell. So you have to do something like lekote audience. So that's why we do Afro and dancehall. Yeah. An album has to have like by then albums like an album would have ikosini kanyape. Now you can have like album of like 12 songs, 6 konyara ikanyape, 3 A, 3 on B. So I had 3 albums on my name that I launched in Soroti successfully. And that was all the strength coming from me. By then there were no managers. The little money you save from Aswam Koni is then you go and run and put a radio program for advert, you get posters, then you book the place, then you book a radio liloseja eto som, then of course you go in kontungo get. The get collection is what you benefit from. Because even albums were not bought a lot. Someone can come to Gwela album, Konari Lukumina Kaisa, Kanyi Lukumina Kaisare. Iche would just promise, then you keep following them until even you get tired and give up. But I have 3 albums on my name. Okay, I have a new album coming out, but I think I'm going to have a different album, not compared to the first ones I have. But soon I'll be doing my new album. I started making money from music after my course. Now, my mom got a transfer and left Soroti and we came to Kampala. That is where my music now went broad because when I came to Kampala, I interacted with the Itungali Lipu. I had to see this guy, I met different friends. From there, I started doing music openly. I do music and send to Soroti. But of course, a music law, so like any other artists benefit from shows. Album launches are not that easy to make, but when you get a show, the get collection is yours. If other artists check a concert, they call you, but of course they pay you for performance. So that's where we get our money from. Yes, that's what I was using for facilitating videos. Besides the music, I had my own like side hustles here and there, like a man, which could bring me money. Because I also bought a camera for myself, so I would shoot videos. In fact, I help Angarakting in Sapali Puo or Teso shooting their videos. Some of them I would even shoot voluntarily, Angarakin, because I have a camera. Then I would do it like they say, I have this small money, so that is the money I would save and go to studio and do other things. Yeah. Again, Teso videos are a very big challenge. So Adolongo Soroti and I'm volunteering to help some of the artists of Teso. Because someone idumunya tungana jadare kosole polo Teso, but he cannot even offer like to do a video because times are hard at Chono. So sometimes I would just help balango engo voluntarily. I tried even one time helping Yona Chanli, but we reached an agreement and we failed. So I was supposed to shoot for him a video on La Motimot, because up to now that video is not out, but it was a big song in Teso. And sometimes with Teso, I'm saying this out in the camera, I've said it on radio stations that Mami Teso say supporting her Isapalure. It hurts us knowing if I work in a show Teso and the outcome, the crowd can be less. Kwenye ya una artist o Kampala ni lele bitunga, and that money comes back to Kampala. If you put that money in an artist in Teso, you see us also developing. Tomorrow we have a good house, you have a good life, you're driving. But I don't know. Agire support ngono Teso. I'm saying it on camera, Agir. Maybe when I say it out, ipupo Teso, let's support Teso music. Because the generation is changing. Maybe something will change there. Because we are seeing artists here in the central. Someone has a good house, he has a car, he's living a good life, but it's all through music. Music. Kwa nsa ina iramitse music. It tunga loza dumo jatare tunga ni hits balikan. Kwenye mameto de kailoke. We're still renting. It's because the mame support. Teijo, the mame. There's a big change. Polar change, because through music I've managed to open up a few businesses here and there. I used to have bikes lo Apollo. Through music, my concerts, I bought those bikes and I used to ride from Kampala to Soroti. You see, that is what I want each artist so to have that. At least when you have a song and people support you, and tomorrow you have something to talk about. They can through music. But we have been there, and tomorrow dumje tungekuna tarijo ara bara ikolongonda rama ni mametor tone gali de mametor tone kailanya de mamochalo. You see, it's a bad reputation. Some of us artists who are there. Me, I'm a little bit better off. I'm not yet there where I want, but at least again away, I'm far better than some artists to sang. But I want them also to reach where we are, because they have songs that everyone dumunjo soroting into an ejata rekonkoso osimuke. But how are they getting it? How is the artist benefiting? Mame. Egulanari koso sine, but mama artist dominate benefits. Tejo. So it's no. I've done collabos with the artist Louis. Some other collabo with the Candyman. Some other collabo with the Viper. Some other collabo with the King Featherman. Some other collabo with the who again? Some other collabo with the Twister. Mama generally requested to me to Twister, but Twister left music. He's doing some other job now. He left music, but he was one of the biggest artists also in Teso. Then I joined a collabo with Mark P, the godfather of Teso music. Then I joined a collabo with Rodi Governor. We are still talking about it, but it will come to happen. Yeah. Your music is not something you just jump in. Though ichetunga bakasi, me I got into music because my family sings. But getunga iwo ajayengo nasare. I don't believe in those things. Mamete. Music, sometimes you can get inspired because apupungi tungali puineras. I've never been inspired by anyone. You just wake up one day, because music has been there before even you who is singing right now. So if there are people who are waiting, who are sec, even you can be an artist. Okay, but me, I get inspiration. Me, I was inspired by mostly Aramakro, Tanzania. Yeah. But Mama wait to church, Mama wait an enche. But I was inspired by Tanzanian artists. If someone can sing, ngoda pedori. Hey, just like someone tell you, it take care ngone motoka, pero ngo decision ne take care motoka. Yes. We started Geote music was or Eastern late. It started in Central before. So these people learned more than us. And the studios this side are not compared to the other side. Itejo. And this is Central is the city. We are far in the east, like up country. So there's a big difference now, right? A gallery studios, a gallery producers, there's a lot of Asiana Kinuyo Lailo. People learn a lot. But in East, people take long to learn. That's why the production is different. Someone can have a program that does music lolo. E dauni chepake a week dope o yaute tebo beche. Oroke doli e dolai song ina Teso. So a pole difference monite joda. And a pole lagana na de parso laije. Yeah. That one, there is no doubt. Of course, we shall talk about Chameleon, Baby Cool, and Bobby Wine. A lot of Chameleon soroti, rewrote nitunga egie. That's the impact he has in music, because he's like the godfather of Ugandan music. Yes. Although they have taken those political things that now try to divert people, but they still remain artists, the biggest artist of Uganda. Yeah, there are a lot of people, a lot of young artists were inspired by Chameleon, Bobby Wine, and Baby Cool. Iso Kerejatari dreams of maybe working with Chameleon and maybe working with other big artists of Central. Konye Tiono. Because Iso Kerote, so I think everyone dreams to work with Chameleon, no Baby Cool, Spice Diana. Konye amepatana. Bora unkere kotoje management, because approaching Chameleon, no Baby Cool, mame patana. You can't just go and tell him I want to collab. Mame pedod. I would like to work keda King Saha, because I like the way he sings. King Saka arai mama Zex Bilanjiranj. Yeah. O Central. At least I think on Teso, a management le bundlat. La omiting obey, it's going to be a management like joke. Nese management which is trying to handle Rodi Governor. Then there is a management like Baka is super entertainment. You see, when you have a lot of heads working for one person, a patanara swam, people who do promotion, people who do other things. So your music to cut across, it has to have good management and people who do promotion. Konya rema me promotion. Your music will always be your central independent. It can't go in, it can't cross up, it can't cut across the borders. Mame pedor. A management le Paul. Teso have a team like maybe tungai kanyape holding that management. A partner. Konya job on mame pedor. And even the other thing is finance. Isirigin. A mame disirigin, you can't push music. Because everywhere you try to push your music, it costs to isirigin. Itejo. And I don't want to take a bad choice like because I want my music to push across the border and I start using it in a wrong way. No way. You have to be patient in music. One day, God will open ways and you'll reach there. Yeah. Akoro alimo ni tungale kodosa atupai na akejes course. First of all, ekoroja route patient. Then you have to respect people who have been there before you. Ipore abuneke deko shololo, doja raune a celeb. And you think you are number one, ugonja edoki tunga kwesbenyo. That is not how music is done. You have to respect tunga la gate, give them their respect, and they'll respect you. Ngara kinete jo, they'll give you a hand, and they'll get you where you want to reach. Yeah. That was I think eka kosholo yaret labaka ekedajo. That's when I noticed Teso has already started appreciating my song, because every time when we have shows or Teso, people will turn up. And Yalama Situnga, people are appreciating, they got to know the name BLINGZO, and BLINGZO was a household name in Teso. Tony Kopani. Even this new generation is getting to know BLINGZO still does music. So, Yalama Ngonoi, and I'll appreciate my fans from Teso. And I'm still giving them music. Yeah. Of course, a family stands as number one. Family comes first, then the music comes second. But atamatama ko pokwen so mange music oreda agoi bale kilo kit like any other artist. You see, around an artist ojata raberudo raise another problem. You know those women, they don't trust us. They believe every time we're out there we have like so many women want to be with artists stage boro count. But you go home and sit down and tell her, Ijone Sami now, believe in me. Let's fight this fight together. We shall reach Nikoto Nadole. Just trust me. So that's how I've been moving in life. But there are who always want to be with us, but it's your decision now. Because some of us have left us because of not having decisions. Controlling and you'll be a history. But we have managed by controlling ourselves and taking right decisions. When I'm free, by the arriving of free, that's the time I get time a wadikika kososini. Besides the wadiki kososini arriving of born, I do other things. I go to swim, I play football. Then I meet a few friends who are artists and we interact and see which kind of music is on right now. We exchange our ideas and see what's trending. Yeah. Besides radio stations, of course, social media platforms, Kopani. Then there are sites that are open right now. Teso, there's Teso Vibes. Then there is Mudundo. So when I get my music out, I upload them to those sites. Sometimes I get the administrators and so people, mama bere wala kolo, emo etungan bagone kon music. Era jalo social media, a site you punch there BLINGZO idumunjika kososine. So that's how we are managing marketing our music. Yeah. Ikakirora leto somayengo social media like all handles BLINGZO LOEGENARA, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, mention anything BLINGZO LOEGENARA. Idumunjongo. Samari engo akong enere engo balango araman lo Teso. Ipui boro lebeta atemon kino Teso. Iboro insodita akong arama kano Teso ebuma inos. So mata nepepe. Then producers da. My advice akodonge si let them try to learn more things. Mere ajaute soroti and kumi ara ikata kui and you have the same production. Get out, interact with other producers, learn more things. It will help Teso. We shall change the production of Teso. Then radio stations da elipitunga tungalo radio lo Teso kere. Let's embrace Teso music. You see, sometimes you lost your Teso in idumunji radio stations that are DJs da, mostly DJs. Just to rami music lo central, utasa rami music lo international music, and yet we have music from Teso, very good music that tigi idolojo soroti idolojo kumdunye rami a music li sapa lo Teso. Because I've witnessed that thing in the north, ilotojo gulu lira. Tioni kine japupu neko shaka million arai Bobby Wine. Era meto ke music lo re. So I wish that thing gets also to Teso. It will help us a lot. It will motivate artists. You see, because sometimes idoli jongina idumunjo era mieko sha artist konye mame jeno pe who did this song. Tejo. A good example a song ekosa Alali Jai Soboro. That song is big, but of parliament MPs ekoshetesiko song they were dancing. But really, why can't you call a boy like that, bring him to where there are functions, pay him money? It changes his life. Kwa nje asa suna rama Jai Soboro elo peko sejo chalo ngine mamito resimu la libatons da. How are we going to develop? Then mo ijone se kwenye where Alali also had a big saw kwenye nyobe jata. Mamito to nako korda. Taji boro count. It pains me a lot. I feel bad. Those are the big things that they have to address in Teso. And stop exploiting artists. You put a show here, whatever you're going to put it. Don't you an artist and you're giving me Lukumina Quatat. Lukumina Aquataka Sakan. What will it help him? I tell you. Then the other thing is the fans also should respect artists. Respect each other. A boy artist on a show and is singing. You do me to orwa. Is that motivation? We should address all those things in Teso. Yeah.
Act like you forgot. Don't act like you forgot. Like you should.
Block TV, connecting the world.